So now we are going to start the chapter Human Eye, the colorful world of class 10 science. We have already discussed some points about the human eye. Let us discuss what are the main parts of the human eye. This is human eye. The outermost transparent white part is known as cornea, right? This is the white part of the human eye that is called cornea. What does it do? It allows the light to enter into the eye. It is act like a covering and protect the inner parts from damage or from other dust particles and all other particles, right? Just like we cover something, we cover our notebooks. So what does this covering do? It protects the inner notebook from the outer environment. So this is a function of the cornea. It is a transparent white part above the eye, that is cornea, right? Next, this is iris. This is iris. The outer ball in the human eye, that is known as iris. It may have the different colors. Some people have grayish color of this iris. Some have greenish. Some have blue. And maybe in animals, red, black, brown. So iris has a different colors. So there are two functions of the iris. This is a dark, or light, depends on the different colors. Muscular organ, या muscular diaphragm, which controls the size of the pupil. So it has a two functions. एक तो ये muscle है, एक muscular diaphragm है, which provide the different colors to the human eye. Second function, it controls the size of the pupil. What is pupil? You see there is a small ball, black ball inside the iris. एक बड़ी ball है, that is iris. Inside the iris there is a small ball that is known as pupil. So it controls the size of the pupil and provide the distinct color to the eye, right? So this is iris. Dark muscular diaphragm provide the color, distinct color to the human eye and control the size of the pupil. So as I told you, the small inner ball inside the iris is known as pupil. So pupil is that place from where the light enter into the human eye. Just like in a room, there is only one door. So through the door is the only place through which the light enter into the room. So in the human eye, pupil is the only place through which the light enters into the inner parts of the eye, right? So what does it do? The pupil controls the amount of light entering into the eye. Iris control the size of the pupil and pupil control the amount of the light entering into the eye. Indirectly, iris also controls the amount of light entering into the eye. As you have ever seen or ever happened with you, as you enter from the sunlight to a dark room, everything is black in front of you. Nothing seen, any object is not seen by you clearly. So what does it happen here? Why does it happen? Because this is the time taken by the iris to control the size of the pupil. उस टाइम पे iris pupil के size को control कर रहा होता है. उस टाइम पे nothing visible by the human eye, everything is just black. Similarly, आप dark room से एकदम से sunlight में जाते हो, this similar happen with you. ठीक है? तो आइरिस जो है वो प्यूपिल के साइज को कंट्रोल करता है और इनडायरेक्टली अमाउंट ऑफ लाइट को कंट्रोल करता है, विच इज एंटरिंग इनटू द आई, राइट? सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ लाइट. व्हाट इज द साइज ऑफ द प्यूपिल? कितना होगा प्यूपिल का साइज, ये डिपेंड करता है आसपास कितनी अवेलेबिलिटी है लाइट की. इफ वी आर इन अ डार्क रूम या इन अ रूम इनसाइड द हाउस, so the availability of light is less. So at that time the size of the pupil is large, so that more amount of light enter into the eye, enough amount of light enters into the eye and clear images formed over the retina, right? But when the human eye or the person is outside the house in the sunlight, बहुत ज़्यादा रोशनी में अगर पर्सन है, so at that time ज़्यादा amount of light नहीं ज़रूरी है, enough light enter हो सके eye में. So the size of the pupil is small, so that enough amount of light enter into the eye so that image is formed clear. क्योंकि अगर ज़्यादा amount में light जाएगी तो sunlight has the UV radiations and ultraviolet radiations which may damage the sun's inner layers, eyes inner layers. ठीक है? अंदर के जो आई के ऑर्गन्स हैं वो बहुत ही सॉफ्ट हैं, डेलिकेट है, तो दिस सनलाइट रेडिएशंस मे डैमेज दोज पार्ट्स, राइट? सो pupil size can be controllable by the iris. So amount of light can be controlled with the pupil. So these are three functions. This is pupil, gap between the iris. Then there are ciliary muscles. These are ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles. Human eye ये कैसे है? ऐसे अंदर अंदर. Outer part cornea, after this iris, after inside that pupil, then aqueous humor, then lens, hold the ciliary muscles, then vitreous humor. This is retina. ठीक है, this and this retina. These are optic nerves. Right? So ciliary muscles hold the lens at its position and help the lens in modifying the curvature of the focal length according to the distance. Ciliary muscles लेंस को होल्ड करके रखती हैं उसकी पोजीशन पे और पावर ऑफ अकोमोडेशन में हेल्प करती हैं लेंस की. व्हाट इज द पावर ऑफ अकोमोडेशन? द प्रोसेस ऑफ एडजस्टिंग द फोकल लेंथ ऑफ द आई लेंस अकॉर्डिंग टू द डिस्टेंस by the relaxation in the contraction of the ciliary muscles. This is known as power of accommodation. तो ciliary muscles लेंस की हेल्प करती है फोकल लेंथ को एडजस्ट करने में so that the clear image can be formed over the retina. For example, if a person see the far objects, he want to see the far objects, दूर के objects को देखना चाहता है, then ciliary muscles become relaxed so that the lens becomes thinner, जिसकी वजह से so that the focal length becomes increases and focal length अगर increase हो जाएगी तो that person is able to see the far objects. जैसे ही relaxation होता है object far objects को देखता है person, lens becomes thinner तो focal length increase हो जाएगी so that that person can be able to see the far objects. क्योंकि अगर focal length increase नहीं होगी तो वो person जो है वो far objects को देख ही नहीं सकता. He can't be able to see the far objects, right? And when the person wants to see the nearby objects, तो nearby objects के लिए it is necessary that the focal length should be short, focal length कम होनी चाहिए, so that the clear image will be visible or formed over the retina. So to see the nearby objects, these ciliary muscles contract. Have you ever felt जैसे ही आप बहुत पास की चीजें देखते हो, जैसे जैसे उसको बहुत पास लेकर आते हो, this strain, you felt the strain over the eyes. So actually these ciliary muscles contract as you see the nearby objects. As you keep the object nearer and nearer to the eye, more contraction will be there by the ciliary muscles. So ciliary muscles become contract when you see the nearby objects. The lens becomes thicker, that means it decreases the focal length. So the eye would be able to see the nearby objects, right? So this is you have to remember कि ciliary muscles hold the lens at its position and help the lens in modifying the curvature or the focal length of the eye lens. When the eye wants to see the nearby objects, the ciliary muscles contract so that lens becomes thicker and it decreases the focal length. And when the ciliary muscles relax, you see the far objects, lens becomes thinner and it increases the focal length, right? So this is how the ciliary muscles work. Next part we have eye lens. So convex lens is present in the human eye. It is a converging lens. It converts the light rays over the light sensitive screen, that is retina, and a real and inverted image is formed over the screen. एक real और inverted image जो है वो screen पे form होती है, जिसको optic nerves can carry those electrical impulses and send to the brain. Then brain interpret that. Sixth part we have is aqueous humor and the vitreous humor. Aqueous humor is a jelly-like substance present between the cornea and the lens to keep every part at its position so that every part can do its function properly. And vitreous humor is also the jelly-like substance present between the lens and the retina, right? ये jelly-like substance होते हैं ताकि चीजें proper function करें and the parts remain at their own position, right? So these are aqueous and vitreous humors. Next, part we have is retina. So what is retina? Retina is a light sensitive screen. It acts like a screen on which real and inverted images formed by the convex lens. As it is a light sensitive screen, as the light fall onto this screen, images form. And which images formed? Real and inverted images formed on this screen, right? It has two types of cells, rod cells and the cone cells. Rod cells are the cells which are responsible to respond in the dim light, right? There are some animals which have, or birds also, which have more number of rod cells than the cone cells. They are able to see in the dim light, that means at night only. The owl is one of them. The owl has more number of rod cells in comparison to the cone cells. He is able to see only in the dim light, not in the bright light. Okay? Hen and cock also have more number of rod cells so that they can work in the dim light. Okay? Second type of cells we have is cone cells. So cone cells are responsible, or they can respond to the bright light and the color. Eyes are able to see the color just because of the cone cells. Okay? Human beings have more number of cone cells than the rod cells, so that we can identify different type of colors. But there is a defect of eye which is known as color blindness. In color blindness, the person can't distinguish between the different shades of a color. एक कलर के डिफरेंट शेड्स में वो डिफरेंशिएट नहीं कर पाता है. जैसे रेड है तो देयर आर डिफरेंट शेड्स ऑफ द रेड. ही कांट डिस्टिंग्विश, ही कांट फाइंड द नंबर अमंग द डिफरेंट शेड्स ऑफ द रेड कलर. That is color blindness, and it occurs due to the less number of the cone cells, and it depends on the number of cells की number of cone cells कितने कम है, उसको कितने कलर दिखाई देंगे. It depends on that, and it is a genetic disorder. You can't there is not any medicine or surgery due to which you correct the color blindness and you can increase the number of cone cells. तो ये genetic होता है, right? So these are two types of cells present on this. Next we have optic nerves. So optic nerves are those nerves which convert the light image into the electrical impulse and then carry that information or carry that signal to the brain, and then brain interpret it finally. ठीक है? And identify which type of object is it. And this whole process occurs in the nanoseconds. बहुत जल्दी होता है. आपने एक ऑब्जेक्ट देखा, फटाफट उसकी इमेज वहां पे बनती है, ब्रेन इंटरप्रेट दैट, ऑल दोज थिंग्स हैपन वेरी फास्टली. ठीक है? द impulses form, they carry the signal. This is how the human eye works, right? Next topic we have is defects of vision. So what are the defects of vision? Defects of vision are those in which a human eye or in which an eye can't see the objects clearly, whether they are far or nearby objects. तो जब एक ह्यूमन आई या कोई भी ह्यूमन आई है या कोई भी आई है, जब वो ऑब्जेक्ट्स को क्लियरली नहीं देख पाती है, then this type of defect is known as defects of vision. So there are 3 or 4 types of defects of vision. In class 10 there are only 3. So let us talk about all of them one by one. Number 1 is myopia, which is also known as short sightedness. Second one is hypermetropia, which is also known as long sightedness, and third one is presbyopia. So let us discuss them one by one. Number 1 is myopia. So myopia is that defect of human eye in which a person can see the nearby objects clearly but can't see the far objects clearly. What is the reason? That far point. If we talk about a few terms before it, as we talk about the power of accommodation. The power of accommodation is the ability of the eye lens to adjust the focal length according to the distance so that clear images form. This is known as power of accommodation. If we talk about the nearby objects, that is near point. So near point of human eye is, near point of normal human eye is 25 centimeter. How you define near point? So near point is that minimum distance up to which a human eye can see the objects clearly without any strain. वो कम से कम दूरी जिसमें ह्यूमन आई चीजों में बिना स्ट्रेन के, बिना दबाव पड़े क्लियरली इमेजेस देख सकती है, दैट इज नियर पॉइंट, राइट? एंड व्हाट इज द फार पॉइंट? इट इज इंफिनिटी, ठीक है? इट इज दैट मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस अप टू विच अ ह्यूमन आई कैन सी द ऑब्जेक्ट्स क्लियरली, so that is infinity. So in case of myopia, what happen? Far point decreases to infinity, यानी कि फार पॉइंट जो है वो इन्फिनिटी से कम हो जाता है, यानी कि आपको ऑब्जेक्ट्स इन्फिनिटी तक नहीं दिखाई देते क्लियरली, ब्लर इमेजेस सीन, ठीक है? दिस हैपन इन द मायोपिया। एंड व्हाट आर द कॉज? ऐसा होता क्यों है? इलोंगेशन ऑफ द आई बॉल जो है वो इलोंगेट हो जाती है, एंड डिक्रीज द फोकल लेंथ। द फोकल लेंथ अगर कम हो जाएगी, लेस देन इन्फिनिटी हो जाएगी फोकल लेंथ, तो यू कांट सी द फार ऑब्जेक्ट्स, यानी कि इन्फिनिटी के ऑब्जेक्ट्स आपको दिखाई ही नहीं देंगे, राइट? सो व्हेन द, ये सिर्फ किस केस में होता है? फार ऑब्जेक्ट्स के केस में होता है। इन केस ऑफ नियर ऑब्जेक्ट्स द इमेज विल बी सीन क्लियरली, ठीक है? पूरा नियर बाय पॉइंट से, नियर ऑब्जेक्ट से लाइट आ रही है, इट कंप्लीटली कन्वर्ज एंड मेट ओवर द रेटिना एंड द क्लियर इमेज इज फॉर्म। बट इन केस ऑफ फार ऑब्जेक्ट्स, एज द लाइट कमिंग फ्रॉम द फार ऑब्जेक्ट्स, इट कन्वर्ज बिफोर द रेटिना या इन फ्रंट ऑफ द रेटिना, नॉट ओवर द रेटिना। और जब तक लाइट रे रेटिना पे नहीं मर्ज होगी, क्लियर इमेज इज नॉट formed, right? How can we correct them? We can use the spectacles having concave lens of suitable power, so that concave lens can diverge the light rays, क्योंकि वो पहले मिल रही है रेटिना के, तो concave lens diverge the light rays because it is a diverging lens, and so that they can meet over the retina, ठीक है? They meet properly over the retina and the clear image is formed, ठीक है? तो मायोपिया में जो इमेज है वो रेटिना के पहले बनती है, दैट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम व्हेन द रेज आर कमिंग फ्रॉम द फार ऑब्जेक्ट, क्योंकि फोकल लेंथ डिक्रीज हो गई है, लेस देन इन्फिनिटी हो गई है, दैट्स व्हाई। सो वी शुड यूज द कॉनकेव लेंस टू करेक्ट इट, यूजिंग द स्पेक्टेकल्स हैविंग concave lens of suitable power can correct this myopia, ठीक है? This is myopia. Second defect we have is hypermetropia. So hypermetropia is that defect of human eye in which human eye can see the far objects clearly but can't see the nearby objects clearly, right? Causes short eyeball. In myopia, elongated eyeball, here eyeball becomes short. There focal length decreases, here the focal length increases. The focal length increases, so that person can't see the nearby objects, क्योंकि जो focal length है वो 25 सेंटीमीटर से increased हो गई है, तो focal length पे ही clear image बनेगी। तो when the focal length increases, clear image can't be formed. Correction, अब इसमें जो image होगी वो कहाँ बनेगी? nearby objects के लिए the light rays met behind the retina, तो blur image is seen. So we need a lens जो light rays को retina पे मिला सके instead of where they met behind the retina. So we need the convex lens of suitable power so that the light rays meet over the retina, ताकि light rays कहाँ मिल सके? retina पे मिल सके, right? So we use the convex lens which is a converging lens जो light rays को थोड़ा converge कर सके, right? This is second defect. Third defect we have is presbyopia. So presbyopia is that defect of human eye which usually occurs in the old age due to the weaken of the ciliary muscles. ऐसा नहीं है कि younger age में नहीं हो सकता है, it happen but usually it occurs in the older age due to the weaken of the ciliary muscles. When the ciliary muscles become weaken, ठीक है? So this is that defect of human eye in which a person can't see nearby objects as well as far objects clear, ठीक है? He can't see nearby objects as well as far objects clearly, both objects. That means he is suffering from myopia as well as hypermetropia. Myopia as well as hypermetropia. Causes, what is the cause? Weaken of the ciliary muscles. ठीक है, ciliary muscles become weaken. ठीक है, cause ciliary muscles become weak. ठीक है, due to weaken of the ciliary muscles, because ciliary muscles help the lens in the power of accommodation in adjusting the focal length according to the distance. If the ciliary muscles becomes weak, that means the person can't able to adjust the focal length, can't modify the curvature of the lens. ठीक है, it is difficult for the ciliary muscles to adjust, क्योंकि अगर सिलेरी मसल्स वीक हो गई हैं तो वो प्रॉपर हेल्प नहीं कर पाएंगी लेंस की एडजस्ट करने में फोकल लेंथ को अकॉर्डिंग टू द डिस्टेंस. सो दैट पर्सन कांट बी एबल टू सी द नियर बाय ऑब्जेक्ट्स एज वेल एज द फार ऑब्जेक्ट्स. सो दैट पर्सन इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम बोथ द टाइप ऑफ डिफेक्ट्स, myopia as well as hypermetropia. Then how can we correct them, or what should we do to correct them? That person should use the spectacles having, because he is suffering from both type of defects, so both type of bifocal lenses he must use, having bifocal lenses. ठीक है, that is bifocal, that means convex plus concave. Both the lens he should have, right? This is to see the far objects, he must use concave lens, and to see the nearby objects he must have convex lens. So both type of lenses in a one spectacle. एक ही चश्मे में दोनों टाइप के lenses, ताकि पास की चीजें देखनी हो तो he uses a convex lens, और दूर की चीजें देखनी हो he uses a concave lens, right? So both type of lenses in one spectacle. So this is how we can correct the defects. Fourth defect may be also present, that is astigmatism, in which different type of intensities, जो horizontal और vertical lines हैं, different type of intensities की person can't able to distinguish between them. ठीक है, उसको straight नहीं दिखाई देंगे, ऐसे curve दिखाई देंगी, right? So these are the defects of human eye. Next topic we have is atmospheric refraction. We have studied about the refraction topic in the chapter light. What is refraction? The phenomena of bending of light ray when the light goes from one medium to another medium. When there will be change in the medium, the change in the speed of light, hence it bends either towards the normal or away from the normal. All these things we have studied in the chapter light, refraction and reflection, right? So due to the change in the refractive index, the change in the path of the light, the change in the direction of the light is called refraction. So the topic is atmospheric refraction. So when this refraction occurs through the different layers of the atmosphere, this phenomena is known as atmospheric refraction. How? As you know, what is atmosphere? The blanket of air surrounds the earth. is known as atmosphere. And what is air? Air is a homogeneous mixture of the different gases, oxygen, CO2, nitrogen, argon, all these types of gases. You know the composition of air. So the blanket that surrounds the earth is known as atmosphere, right? So atmosphere has a particles of air, different gases, particles they have. So as the light coming through this atmosphere or through the layers of the atmosphere, it suffers refraction. This is known as atmospheric refraction. As you know, there are different layers of the atmosphere: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, exosphere, thermosphere, and ionosphere, right? So each layer has a different density. That means each layer has a different refractive index. What is refractive index? The ratio of the speed of light in vacuum to the medium. This is absolute refractive index. If we talk about the relative refractive index, then speed of light in one medium to the another medium. यानी कि दोनों मीडियम में लाइट की स्पीड का कंपैरिजन, दैट इज रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. So each layer of the atmosphere has different density, different refractive index. यानी कि when the light enter into the Earth's atmosphere, it suffers refraction through the atmosphere. This is known as atmospheric refraction. तो लाइट का रिफ्रैक्शन होना एटमॉस्फेयर की लेयर्स के थ्रू, दैट इज एटमॉस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन. सो ईच लेयर ऑफ Earth's atmosphere has different density and different refractive index, that is mu. So the refraction of light through different layers of atmosphere is known as atmospheric refraction, right? So refraction होना for the different layers of atmosphere having different densities and different refractive index, this is known as atmospheric refraction. So atmosphere से refraction होना, that is atmospheric refraction. What are the applications? Different types of applications. Number one is twinkling of stars. Twinkling of